Hey guys, it's Shantia from The Emerging Adult, and I have Ayana here from The Read. And we did part 1 on these Sneaky Link stories, and today we're going to do part 2. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, because story 1, we had a girl pregnant by her Sneaky Link.
Mm-hmm.
Story 2, we had a businessman sleeping with the customer, but that's okay. So now we have 2 more stories, so let's get into it. Okay, so number 3. Okay, so this guy said he was at work and he was ringing up old girl's grandma. So grandma trying to hook up? Well, get it how you live. Grandma nods and says, "Hey, you seem like a nice guy for my granddaughter." So he glanced at old girl and she has a ring on her finger, but she slipped him her number before they left. He waited a day, then hit her up with the what's up, big head text. She said, "Nothing, chilling with my husband." So let's pause. Let's pause. How you texting another man while you sitting next to your husband? How that work?
Listen, we got to go back even further.
Okay, go back.
Because grandma,
maybe grandma didn't like the
I'm
husband.
pretty sure you was at the wedding, and you know she married.
I'm sure she was at the wedding, but I guess maybe she didn't like the husband.
Maybe not, but I mean, grandma is with it. I'm going to hook you up.
Grandma is like most grandmas. Because my grandma's still trying to hook me up, and I'm like, let it go. But it's okay. Grandma's going to be grandma. Okay, so she asked him, "Are you trying to link later?" So he like, "Oh yeah, let me know when you put the kids to bed and pull up." So she pulled up around 11:30 with heels and a bathrobe. So we go out. We go outside the house with a bathrobe.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You drive to something, you leave out of your house, and I hope it's a nice bathrobe.
Maybe the heels dressed it up. But she had nothing on underneath.
But was it at least like a satin or
like silk? A Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, because I hope you ain't got no terry cloth robe on.
Oh, maybe like kimono style, maybe.
Maybe let's hope it's something along those lines.
Okay, so he's like, at this point, we got to see it through. He let her in, and they started smoking. She started touching him, and he touched back. She then sits back and say, "Okay, it's $70 for 15 minutes." But here's the kicker: it's usually $150, but I like you. So he say, "Dang, but it's time for you to sneak on back home because I'm not paying for nothing." I'm talking about she came over and cooked just to have sex for $70. I didn't think that's how Sneaky Links worked. And so I must be confused on my definition too, because I didn't know Sneaky Links had to pay for those.
But first of all, you came over. I mean, you doing it all. You came over. You had on a robe.
And
heels.
You
cooked for this man.
You cooked. Was it like a noodles and hot dogs kind of cook, or
no,
was it like a
she probably
steak
like
and potatoes?
Yeah, like went all the way in.
Okay, but then you say it's $70 for 15 minutes.
$70.
So are you running a business? So this like a Sneaky Links Incorporated? Maybe. Okay, so maybe that's how her husband was so okay.
I don't know, but she typed about her time because it's $70 for 15 minutes. So it's like, what you
hold on, but that's the discount.
That's the discount.
It's $150 for 15 minutes.
Okay.
So how much is it for an hour? I'm curious. So she gotta be making some bank.
She making bank because she tight on her time. And grandma, do you know about the business because you getting her customers?
But maybe grandma is in on it.
Maybe she is. You look like a nice young man.
Ooh. So, wow. Okay.
Okay. I mean, that's interesting. $70. But how you just come out and say you setting it up like we just about to chill and it's gonna lead to whatever? I know what I came here for. I know I'm sneaking away from my husband.
Because that's how Sneaky Links work.
Yeah, but
not in this case.
You charging? So if you're gonna cheat on your husband, it's gonna be a charge. You taxing too.
But maybe he get a cut. He might get a cut.
Not pimping for a percentage.
Well, maybe it's a business working relationship, working marriage. I don't really know.
And you got kids too.
So maybe, now, we in a panorama. So maybe she had to start a business to supply for her children.
Most people start an OnlyFans. You skip that.
But she
skip that.
She OnlyFans live. Mm-hmm. It's live and in color. So maybe, I don't know. I
So
mean,
you slip on your terry cloth with your heels, and you go to people's house and you cook for them.
Yeah.
So you playing girlfriend for $70 for 15 minutes if you like them.
But you know, I mean,
I can't knock the hustle.
I can't knock the hustle
I
because
can't.
some people don't make $70 a day for a day's work or an hour. So I'm not even mad at her. But I am kind of mad at her because you didn't even tell this man
Up front, give me the option to
Give
choose.
me the option.
You
Let
know,
me choose, and she didn't do that. She waited till she got there.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I'm just gonna say it, and we're gonna skip over the fact that I'm about to charge you.
Yeah, and so I'm with him because I don't think that's how sneaky links work either. Like I said, maybe my definition, maybe my comprehension of that term is a little off because.
And you know what? He was cool with being, you know, boyfriend number 2. He was cool with being.
All right, Sergeant P.
Right. He was cool with it because I know you married and you got kids. So I'm all right with playing on the side, playing my role. But it's the fact that I got to pay for it. Now, so forget you got a husband. Forget you got kids. It's the fact that I got to pay. That's the reason why you got to go.
But then, no shade because, you know, you got to work where you work. But it's not like he work at like a grocery store
So
or
he ain't
something.
big
So
money.
He not big money. Unless like a manager or something. I don't know. But he not big money. So I'm sure his money's already accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she counted his pockets before even getting to him. And I don't like stuff like that. So you know, I don't know. But, you know, I'm glad he figured out the definition of sneaky link, but a new term for sneaky link before he got involved in that. I'm glad it wasn't like a wham bam thank you man and then like, all right, pay me my money.
Right.
So
she gonna get hers up front.
She gonna get hers up front. And you know, that's okay. But just warn people, sis. Warn people before you get there and they think it's something else. Okay?
You gotta respect her business.
I respect that. I respect all entrepreneurs, you know. But just, you know, just be a little more honest. That's all I'm saying. All right, so take it away with story number 4. Now this is the kicker.
This next story, y'all.
Yeah,
Okay, so the next story, back when Ask FM, you remember Ask FM.
Now that's college.
Yes, so everything was anonymous. So, sis say she was, you know, this was a guy that she had been seeing around the way. They have mutual friends, been hanging out in the same spaces. So on Ask, she shot her shot.
Well, shoot your shot then.
And after she sent her message on Ask FM, she got a response back, and he basically was saying, "Who is this?
Who are you?"
And so sis was bold. She said, "Ask the mutual friend so he can tell you who I am, because I've been talking to him about you." Right. So sis go to sleep. You know, she feeling good.
Okay.
Feeling good. You know, shot your shot. She go to sleep, and 4:00 in the morning, she hear knocking on the door.
Not 4:00.
Right. So 4:00 in the morning, she hear knocking on the door. So she didn't answer the door. Her roommate answered the door.
Okay.
And then they bust into her room.
So they knock. They knock.
They knock.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the friend was like, "Yeah, wake up. You being bold tonight, right?"
Okay.
So sis is like, "Oh shoot, I'm caught. I'm caught." So anyway, that's how the sneaky link started. Everybody left out of the room, and they were doing whatever. So they were messing around for a little while.
That's how it typically go.
And then he started acting a little funny. So she moved on to another sneaky link. So this way it get interesting.
Okay.
The next sneaky link, you know, they met on Twitter. She slid in his DM. Sis was bold, because, you know, shooting your shot.
She just sliding.
Just sliding. Ask for what you want, girl. So she slid in the DM.
Okay.
And they started talking. He was off of campus, came back to campus. They linked up. Okay, boom.
Okay.
So this is where it get juicy. Sis go to a party. Now, Sneaky Link 1 is at the party.
Okay.
Sneaky Link 2 is at the party.
Okay.
With each other. So.
And that's the gotcha.
That's the gotcha.
Okay.
So, she taps her best friend and say, they know each other? And so the best friend say, yeah, they best friends. They been, you know, they went to high school together. They know each other for a long time.
So they friends.
They friends. So let's pause right there.
Okay, let's pause.
How would you feel if it dawned on you that you best friends?
Now, see, I don't know. I'm a little different. I'm a little awkward. I probably stop talking to both of them because I get nervous. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna let you do you, and I'm gonna do me without both of y'all. That's
Just drop them, cold turkey.
I would, because I can't. I'm not good with that. I'm not good with lying. I'm not good with sneaking like that. So that's how I would do it. How would you do it? Would you be like, sis?
I don't know. I probably would have been like, well, we here now. We just gotta push through.
Gotta see
how it's gonna play out, because what do you do? How do you? And at the time now, she wasn't messing with both of them at the time. It was only one.
But she was intrigued by number 2.
Yeah, she really liked number 1.
Okay, but number 1 started acting funny.
He started acting funny, but she caught feelings for number 1.
So number 2 was really number 2, just because.
Number 2 was just number 2. He was like, okay, she was like, I'm gonna move on.
Okay, I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
Now, after the party, they leave the party. After the party at about 5:00 in the morning.
Okay, so it keep getting later and later.
Later and later.
But I mean, that's college for you.
Yes, college.
Not now, because 5:00 I'm getting up to go to work, so I ain't got time. But go ahead.
5:00, he hit her up and said, "Come through." So, sis walked to the dorm.
Okay.
Ended up 5:00 in the morning.
She must.
It better been worth it.
She must have really wanted it, because I ain't walking nowhere at 5:00. But go ahead.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
They live together.
So they best friends.
And they live together. So you about to walk into the fire. You about to walk into it. But anyway, she go to the dorm. It's a 2-bedroom dorm.
So it really is
bedroom.
Him and him.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So you knocking on the door.
Okay.
And he says, Sneaky Link 2 says, oh yeah, my homeboy in there. We just got in or whatever, but he in his room, so we just gonna go in my room.
Okay.
So at this point, she's shaking because she like, it's 2 bedrooms. Like, if he walk out, what am I gonna do this moment? I'm caught.
Because she really liked number 1.
She really liked number 1, and they were off and on for a while.
But you know, if number 1 saw her with number 2,
then it was over
completely.
With. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
So at this point, sis is like a deer caught in headlights, and it was so much going on in her mind. It was trash. She couldn't even enjoy the night with the Sneaky Link.
But that's unfortunate. So, okay. So after that, did she keep going with number 2? Or was that like a one and done type deal? Let me see what it say.
She kept going with number 2.
Okay.
And then she went back, but she cut number 2 off and went back to number 1.
Okay, so she went back to who she really wanted. So I wonder how Sneaky Link number 2 felt. Like, was he like, oh man, like dang? Because I wonder if that night was bad for him too. You see what I'm saying? So I wonder if it was bad for him, and then he was like, oh, she cut me off because it was a bad night. I don't know how I would feel though. So do you think that the 2 Sneaky Links knew about each other after the fact?
And see, that's my thought process. Okay, so are y'all talking about me? Do y'all know each other?
Right.
Like, messing with the same, like, what's going on? Because there's no way. I know me and you talk about everything. So there's no way that the same guy, there's no way.
But then, well, see, I don't know. If they did talk about it, then they sure kept it tight, because the girl, she didn't say that she found out about them knowing about each other.
She didn't.
So maybe they didn't know. Maybe they were a little clueless.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But here's the thing. Sis was real, discreet about it, because she would walk by them on campus while they were together and not say anything.
Well, see, like I said, I couldn't do that, because I'll walk by and I'd be like, hi, and run off. I'm not built for that type of thing.
Listen, she was bold.
She is very bold. She's
bold.
She's a very strong and courageous woman.
Now, here's the thing. How you not, now we do our research, right? As soon as we pick somebody out and we like them, we do our research.
We are the FBI.
Yeah. I'm going to find out your mama name before you tell me. And so, how do you not know that they best friends? How do you not know that they went to high school together and they from the same city? How you don't know that? Since you ain't do your research.
She ain't do her research.
Your friends ain't do their research.
They ain't do their research. I bet she do her research now.
I bet.
I bet
she do.
Oh, I don't know. Well,
sis, I hope the FBI don't have anything on you now. Okay.
Right. I really
know your facts
beforehand. Yes. Check don't check their credit score and stuff, but at least check the mutual friends, please, because
you gotta vet these people.
You got to, because see, I couldn't do it. Could you do it? No, I don't know. Well, that's the end of our Sneaky Link stories, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening to these stories. Feel free to catch me on theemergingadult.com as well as The Emerging Adult on Instagram and Facebook. Talk to you later.